or don't go to this guy's house.
Yeah.
If you don't go, you
Actually,
won't die.
that's the
What happens if you visit a man and you close that door and just two of you in that room, just two of you. Can't you just sit me down and tell me if you do this and this with a boy, you end up getting pregnant?
Actually, that means you'll have whatever you're having,
Yeah.
and make sure you don't get pregnant.
Yeah.
Because that's all that she
Yes.
cares about.
Yeah.
You're looking for outside validation.
Yeah.
So when
When someone tells you you're so beautiful, it's like
exactly.
it's like, oh my God, someone has told them, don't you know that you're beautiful?
You've
Hi guys, welcome back to yet another episode of the Real Tales podcast. And here we talk about real life situations. I'm always Amy Kainamula with my beautiful ladies, Glosh and Pamela. Today on the Real Tales, we have a very, very sensitive topic. It is annoying at the same time and very sensitive. There is this post that went viral. I think it was last year. A certain group of young men who are HIV positive allegedly
you have to use allegedly
bragging on internet how they go and pick university students from their hostels, take them for house parties, infect them, drop them back, go to another university for years. So their job is to spread the disease. Because they are young, they have money, they have whatever it takes to be attracted to young girls, especially these girls who do not work. Literally, they get people who are, should I say naive? Speed. So it is so sad that the young generation because people out there have money and they have a disease to spread. So our question today is, do you think abazadde be balemereddwa okukola omulimu gwabwe oba ng'abaana abaffe be tuzaala tebamanyi how precious their lives are, or they don't have goals? But before we go there, we need to know what stood out in the week. We had a lot that was going on. We had the wedding, Uganda Cranes winning, and so many other things. So I'll start with you. Kiki ekyasinze okunyumira mu wiiki eno eweddewo?
Kati nze, anybody knows that I'll be going for sports, like that is my number one highlight.
Yeah.
Everybody who knows me knows that football is one other hobby that I can't do without. So apparently I want to applaud all the Uganda Cranes.
Boys.
You guys just made us proud. Full stop. Was it witchcraft or what? That is the game.
Gloria, that comeback was amazing.
Okay, you guys. First of all, my whole life, all that I've never seen the Uganda Cranes make a comeback.
I know.
Never. Anywhere.
All the years we've been supporting Uganda Cranes.
Okay. This whole time, it's been like an emotional roller coaster, me watching that game, because I was watching alone at home. And I was like, in 75 minutes I was done. I was like, after Mutakubwa left that goal, and we considered like we're never going to have any solution coming next. I came back and the goals were 2-1. I was like 2-3. I'm like, what actually happened? In 1 minute, the VAR is happening, another penalty is being given. I'm like, this is the only time God is telling us that we're also going for the round. We are going for quarterfinals. I'm so glad you guys did us proud.
We are so proud
and
of
we
you.
are here behind you to support you every time. And this is to also show my simple observation of the team. Is that that game, our main guy, who is like a game changer, like the most active player on the team, Okello Alan, was not on his best form.
By the way, he didn't play.
Apart from the penalties, a penalty he took, he wasn't on his best form. That's why we had a lot to suffer with. Also, defense had some lacks. Like Mukundane made a mistake. Mutaku, the goalkeeper, made a mistake. Like, there was a lot of it. Like, but of course, it was an intense game. Like, it was deciding a future for both teams.
Yes.
You guys. So let's also make this point clear that East Africans are leading this thing. They took this tournament personal.
Exactly.
They took it personal. Sudan was on top of their group. Tanzania on top of their group. The Harambee Stars of Kenya on top of their group. You guys. Now we are waiting for the Lions of Taranga, so that we deal with them.
Let's talk about the tickets, you guys.
Oh my God. Do you know tickets are sold out?
I tried to purchase tickets today. They are done today. Today is Thursday, yeah.
Okay. Those tickets at this point, yesterday they limited people. First of all, people were buying 5 to 10 tickets. They put them in their pockets, go to the entrance and start selling them.
Like to 5 people.
Yeah.
The same QR code.
Now, yesterday they made an information that only a person can access only 3 tickets. But then I saw the other week against the game against Niger.
Yeah.
The tickets took 2 hours and they were done.
Yeah.
2 hours. And the jam, the traffic of getting a ticket.
Yes, the traffic is mad as well.
Crazy. Like you're going to sit there, wait until they are done before you even get your own.
I know.
Yeah.
Then there's the jazzes. Let's wait and see if people are going to come this Saturday with jazzes.
You guys.
The jazzes.
People are writing stories on their jazzes. And it's a whole lot
slogans.
The slogan that made me die. Mukazi wangu.
Sikusanga waka.
Not that one. Mbuna yenda kusimanya. Oba byenda kubisekerwa naye mukazi wange samusimba. I'm like, what? Ugandan chiche mwaga.
And now this other this thing.
Muchiaba kwaki.
Meanwhile, they have banned them.
They
have banned them.
Why?
Locke said this Saturday.
First of all,
they're saying it's demeaning. Like some of the slogans are demeaning.
Demeaning what? First of all, this is it. They said no political slogans.
Exactly.
No religious slogan. This is the only area where all Ugandans are one, irrespective of where religion, color, what. Why should I not put on a slogan of my choice?
I know, but some of
as long as it's not
guys.
Disrespecting anybody.
Yeah, and those that are disrespecting.
Which ones?
Like those ones of
those sexual.
That is sexual slogans that you guys
like. Young? Who is young at Uganda?
No, but imagine kids are watching these games. Like we have high school kids, 13, 15.
High school kids
10
who have phones and
TikTok jargons.
And those guys have phones and access everything.
They know everything.
Yeah, so that was football for
and the wedding. The wedding of what is his surname?
Sorry,
boy.
I don't want to. I don't want to matter his name.
And Desire.
Yeah.
Yeah. The wedding was so good. It was so massive. From her wedding gown, her makeup, her hair, decoration, everything about Desire was
okay. I can only mention one thing about that function. That I loved. I loved how she was composed and calm. That never happens a lot here in the Central.
I know.
People get excited and
the brides dance and you think the dress might tear. Along the way.
You're thinking, you're like, remember that gown is heavy?
Yeah.
And it is very tight on you.
And you're in a high heel.
When you think about it, you're like, this woman must be sweating inside
down
there. Like in that dress. She's literally dripping. But she was calm. Her makeup wasn't. There is nothing I didn't like about that wedding.
I know.
Everything, starting from the bridal shower. Meanwhile, I can also say that was just a showcase of fashion. Oh my God. Her dresses were all breathtaking.
Yeah.
To be honest, I like her creativity.
I think
First of
she would
all,
look
what
good in
didn't I like
anything.
even?
Desire would look good in anything she wears.
Starting from the Gomeses
Yeah.
to everything
The
was
jewelry,
beautiful, simple, and
Mm.
perfect. Anyway,
Mwalabye
she's
na
just a
video ya-
perfectionist.
she's just so perfect. Mwalabye video ya full figure ne Antela.
Mm.
Antela made a comment mbu, jokes aside, naye omushana na saago wakadde bamusabudde.
Oh wow.
Never nange full figure teetaaga okwataakinga naye nga
Meanwhile, full figure had did
omushana
she
na-
attend the wedding?
Yes!
Then she talked about her wig
Her
that was
wig,
1.3
her
million.
glasses,
Her dress.
1M.
Oh my, but you see the dress that is how much?
I know.
Me, at my age, I swear to God,
Yeah.
one person I don't even like to talk about. That's full figure. You were very smart.
She was very, yeah.
You were
She
very
was so
smart.
colorful.
She was
She was
so colourful.
colorful.
And
She
to be
dressed
honest,
up.
you were very, very unique
Yeah.
Yeah.
with your hair, because who has it? Who has your hair? Nobody. Nobody. So,
Gloria.
yeah.
No Ugandan can afford that
Taylor
hair.
looked for that battle.
Me.
Hey.
1.2 million of
On
a
the
piece of
hair?
hair. Me, Gloria.
No way.
I will have made it in life. Yeah.
Even if I make it, sitakola mbiriza
Uh,
zakakadde kamu emitwala mbiriza.
I know.
Yeah, they sell braids. I know
Yeah.
you can plait me braids at 100, 150.
Mm.
Akakadde nyono kati.
You have a lot of money. Yeah.
However,
There's people who have money, they don't even know what to use.
I was
They
spend
feed
it on other
their
people.
dogs pizzas, they, you know, they like it's that
Emba
interesting.
mugiwe yogat.
Mujiwe kachaya kocha. What is this?
When I
Okay.
have them in the
Yeah.
Presidential aspirants, anybody from
political
anywhere.
parties.
They were
From
not, the only NRM aspirant
is
is
Museveni, yeah. The
sorry,
flag bearer.
His Excellency,
yeah.
the President of the Republic of Uganda,
Yeah.
the old man himself is the only
Mm.
NRM aspirant who is unopposed.
Yeah.
Who actually is
He's the
now
flag
through.
bearer for
He hasn't
NRM.
picked forms though.
He has picked.
He has picked.
Yeah, they picked
he has
on his
picked
behalf.
him,
Yeah.
and
There are 8 other parties.
but there is a guy who came through with boots
Yeah.
and commando.
Well, that guy.
I don't remember his name,
Mm.
but this guy
Aisha's
brought the
husband.
papers of his wife, and he was like,
he's the one who brought the wife's papers. The wife, and there were also nursery papers in the what? They were,
No, yeah, they asked them. No, they asked 27.
No, nursery papers as in kids' papers. You know, these homework papers.
Abaana be, like, why are you taking long to understand this? Yalese ebipapula by'abaana be.
Yes.
Na
He
n'ebipapula
was
by'omukazi we.
pissed. No, the wife apparently interchanged the papers. That's why he was pissed at the wife. Said, "Sikusanga waka. I shouldn't find you home."
He
Because
was
how?
And he was like, "Do not mind about my English.
Where he gambled with
studied."
English.
I like his confidence.
And then finally he was tired. He was like, "Sikusanga waka."
Eh.
Ng'alaba nti oluzungu terujja kutujjayo bulungi.
Sikusanga, because he showed it was the wife's papers. She put in even children's holiday packages. What? I think he was like, this man is where is he going with boots and a commando? Huh?
Aisha, by the way, jokes aside,
Yeah.
Aisha is a bad person.
Why?
Your man,
She knows
you
he's
didn't
not
make
capable.
you the first lady. You put on your papers.
She was like, no, don't go and embarrass me there. But I even wonder how that guy entered.
And also,
because
everyone is allowed.
Yeah,
Everyone is allowed.
First of all, his dress code. Yeah? Bootsy,
Is there a dress code of who is supposed to come as a presidential candidate?
I mean, yeah, there's some who have been turned away. Because these guys who came
That
with
happened,
the slits. You saw those guys? Those
with the
sticks,
long stuff.
But they turned them
different
away.
from her boots. What if
Chewing a commando?
This is what ate bambi commando kye kyabadde mu boots yakijjeyo ati n'alumako n'alyako n'akizaayo. Very.
This guy killed me.
So she's Uganda for you. Like, I cannot want to be anywhere else.
8 were turned away, by the way.
Hey.
8.
For
What's the
which reason?
sincere? Remember the one who resembles his voters, of the Kawempe.
Yeah.
He was wondering why I failed in Kawempe, because I resemble my voters.
Yeah.
Hey, they didn't have academic papers. Some of them are
But
not in the voters register.
Wait, this is what I'm thinking
Yeah.
about the Electoral Commission.
Yeah.
Create a table somewhere at the entrance whereby people first present some minor things of first of all, I hear you must have a team number, must be a taxpayer.
Yes.
Some people, most of these, I'm telling you, they don't have. So that is like a first criteria you can use to eliminate this drama from coming direct to.
And the other thing why people are concerned about is that most of these people would have put the 20 million. So why don't you do like a bank statement check
so that you
cut people
before you come to pick forms?
Let's see your bank statement first. Can you afford even that 20 million? How much is in your account?
Anyway, if you haven't subscribed on our YouTube channel, please consider subscribing, like, share our videos, and comment. Please leave a comment or a suggestion. Kindly get into the comment section down there and leave a comment or a suggestion. Thank you. Is it the parent who is sending this girl to university to go and have a degree and have a future for yourself? Then you end up getting every man who comes at your hostel to pick you to go to bars and and party in house parties and bars. Is it the parent to blame, or it's me, the student? Then who is to blame and what should we do to help these young girls? Because so many girls in universities are getting infected each and every day, but I don't know. Olaba omuvubuka alabika obulungi avuga Benz, you think nfunye omuvubuka, nfunye omusajja future husband, kumbe ye mulimu gwe bagenda nga ateeka wano obulwadde we nawali.
I think this particular problem, first of all, if you need to remind the viewers, we had before we went for the what was trending in the week, we talked about a letter that came out in the news, on social media, it was everywhere, of these young men who made a confession, I would say, a confession that these guys know how to pick university girls, take them into house parties, use them, give them a package of around 200k, and let them go, use them, have sex with them, and infect them with HIV. This topic is really, I actually thought about it for a long time and got stressed about it and angry at the same time. But now, if you are to come back to what we can do, us as
big sisters,
parents, the students, government, schools, churches. This is a broad topic. This is something that everybody should stand up and start sensitizing. First of all, let me give an example of myself. I grew up in a home whereby my mother never sat me down to tell me, please, if this thing ever happens like this, try to do this. No, it never happened. The little things you'd learn from school that are just scanty, they don't even bring that particular sex education live clear to classroom to explain to children that if you have found yourself in this particular situation, please handle it like this. Or for you to be protected, to be safe, move with something on yourself. This thing needs to begin from schools, needs to begin from home, where we should be friends to our children.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can sit down your child, your baby girl, as when she's still young. You don't actually start telling them when they're at university. You tell them straight when they're young. You start teaching them, when this happens to you, it's inappropriate. When this happens, you make them your friends. Otherwise, if you try to say, which boy is that we were talking to? Girl is going to be relating with a guy without letting you know. For you, you don't have an idea of what is going on. The next minute you see her pregnant. And that is if she is not infected, like the story we just saw. So to be honest, this is a responsibility of almost everybody. Universities do a lot. I went into a private university. I wasn't lucky to go to like a Christian-based university where they set up, most of those universities set up these particular workshops and classes to sensitize these young men and women on how to handle life. But some universities, all that matters is you have cleared tuition, you have come to class and studied, you moved out of class, and that's all. Now I've never been. That's all. I had all my time at uni. I did not even see a single workshop teaching girls on what they should do after school. After school, you don't have work. You don't have. This is the Uganda whereby unemployment is so high. You do not have anything. Then you land into a man's arms, a man who is going to take you out, show you everything, use you, and tip you 200, and you will be like, this is my guy. You do not know what you're taking. None of my dreams. But now, the one thing that was so weird in this letter, I feel like these people who made this confession actually have a mental problem. They were like, actually they would use one girl in rounds. As in, this one goes there, comes down, comes
they call
out.
it chain, I think chain
Exactly.
wrapping or something.
This is traumatizing.
Yeah, it is.
So this is to talk to girls. Let me just conclude my point. This is, everybody should talk to their daughters. Now, for us as this panel, we are going to tell you girls, if you're moving out with a bunch of boys, you want to go and have fun. Let me actually teach you one thing, that you can go out and have fun without doing drugs, without having to drink alcohol. And when you're sober, do you know how to say no? When you feel like you let that guy, do you know what you're supposed to do? Tell him, we go and have a test. Oh no, me, I like you, yes, but we can use protection. You understand? And take your time before you bump into a group of men. First, understand, why is this person becoming this nice, good to me? Nice to me, an angel. Take your time. Like me, I was scared of stuff because me, I finished university without doing anything with my money. Never gone out in a club or bar setting of any sort without to a bar to sit down and have fun with my friends. Our first night, we actually went to the beach, came back, went out to a club. That was my first time stepping in a club.
In university?
100%.
Me too.
Wow. Because in high school I couldn't. Because I do not know how to counterplay things. You're concentrating on books, your head is thinking, today is Friday, we are going out. No. I can't handle. Because the truth is, there is fun there.
Yeah.
And at that age, this thing can actually lure you into something else. So me, I was like, let me do what brought me here. Then the rest will happen later. So for my girls, please, it's okay to tell a guy, hey, I need you to use protection. Exactly. Or if you want us to have fun, let's go and have a test. Let's just get tested. Because you might be dodging to be pregnant and then you get infected. Oh my God. So, but let this be a responsibility of everyone from the grassroots. Parents, schools, even even these small kindergarten schools. Tell your baby girl, a man is not supposed to touch you here, even if it is your own father. Because I've seen this challenge. I feel like that is traumatizing. Why? That's a story of my life. My dad used to tell me, you should not allow a boy to come near you. If a man comes near you, you'll get pregnant. So the first day to step in high school, in senior one, you have to sit boy, girl, girl, boy. 2 boys, 1 girl, 2 girls, 1 boy. So they make me sit in between of 2 boys. Guys, I cried and I begged the teacher that me, if I sleep with those boys, my father is going to kill me. I'm going to get pregnant. So it was a real trauma for me by then. It took me 4 good years to realize that now these people sleep.
sit near me, I cannot get pregnant unless I sleep with
Now, this is the issue with that particular type of communication from the parents of our time.
Because my dad used to tell me, I'll just finish you myself.
Now, you see, her father was worried about, actually used the pregnancy thing to scare her. But no, sit down your baby girl, teach them. When you do this, after this particular age, these are the results you get out of it. Plain, straightforward, not leaving anything. Don't leave any stone unturned. So that if this girl goes out there and makes mistakes, you are not to blame. You did your job as a parent. Schools should take up the mantle. Churches, like anybody responsible to talk to these girls, senior women back in schools. We used to have those ones. I don't know if they are still there in schools.
So, Bob, who is to blame? Should we say parents do not talk to their children when they are... Remember, when you're in high school, you're staying under your parents' roof. But then if you move out, you have to stay in a hostel. You have to spend 3 or 4 good months without
the guidance of
of your parents. You come, open your hostel, close for yourself. Then you go out with your friends, close for yourself. So, who do you think is to blame? The parents, the students, the universities, as they say?
I don't know. Everybody's. I think it's a whole complex thing because for starters, there's a contradiction between you growing up as a child, because most of us grew up in homes with strict parents. You grow up and your parents are being very strict. Like Emmy's dad is telling her, "Don't sit near Gloria's." Like there are values that parents instill in you. There are schools you go to that are strict and they'll tell you don't go out, don't do this, don't do the other. So when you reach university, it's a free world. You're young, wild,
You're
and
excited.
free finally. And even the university itself treats you the same way. It's like they're giving you that leeway. They're telling you, it's okay, now you are an adult. So they automatically imagine you know how to control yourself, given the way that you have been raised, maybe with the values that they have instilled in you. Now, the values, the way people have been raised is through the fear modes. They're going to give you maybe a scenario that is going to scare you or threaten you and keep you in there. But in other words, you want to explore, or maybe you want to find out, but if I did this, what would actually happen? So you've grown up through a strict setting. You come to university, you're free. Now you can go out, now you can do this, now you can do the other. And that is the point where people now start. You've seen people throughout their lives when they reach university. I've had friends who, but that guy was so bright. He never even used to do drugs. What happened? He did drugs and went etc. with it. She never used to drink alcohol. Oh my God, she drinks alcohol. She's dating all these guys. That's where you see people falling sick, because the urge to explore now comes out. Then there is the peer pressure or influence from your friends. Your friends are like, oh, let's go out.
Let's go chill.
You say,
He's inviting us for his money house
party.
party.
And then you reach there. How these people start thinking that if you're not drinking alcohol, you're not
cool.
having fun.
Cool.
Oh, you're not cool.
Or there's even just the need to test alcohol. Let's test this alcohol, see how it is.
When you say I don't, you look like
you're uncool. And then of course, if you're trying to act that way, they are going to. That's still that peer influence. Somebody will come with cookies or a cake, but what it's laced with is something different. So there's that influence of, I took this, I don't remember how I slept, how I got up. So there's an issue of who to trust and who not to trust, because it's now an open world. So some people either fall into traps unknowingly. Some people it's under peer influence, like they want to test out these things and see how it works for them. Some people are just exploring, and in the process they meet the wrong groups and all of that. So that is the disconnect as the first thing. Then the second thing is the fact that people don't know who they are. Like school, like you don't know.
They don't know their value.
Yes, but the value you possess as a human being for yourself. You're not confident in yourself. You don't have esteem from yourself. You're looking for outside validation.
So
when someone tells you you're so beautiful, it's like
exactly.
It's like, oh my God, someone has told them, don't you know that you're beautiful?
You're beautiful is one thing. Your parents never told you, because maybe your dad was scared that if he told you you're beautiful, it would maybe sound awkward. So he doesn't tell you. When your uncle tells you your mother is pinching you, because why is uncle telling you? I actually had an uncle who used to drive for, it was, I think, a family planning thing. So he was the driver of that, and most times he would offer and say, when you're going back to school, let me take you, because that's along the way to school. And my mom always said, no, I never want to see you. Don't talk to that uncle. I never want to see you in his guy.
She doesn't trust him.
Yeah, she doesn't trust, because she's not supposed to trust him. There are stories of uncles who are raping, So she's, and I'm not understanding why is she saying that. I'm thinking, but this is my uncle. So at the end of the day, parents are not, the society is not teaching us the right way. They are putting in measures to scare us, and then making us think about what ifs. So what if I went with this uncle? What would happen? So if I went with him, or if he told me I am beautiful, there are parents who actually have cars. There are kids. I've had friends who come from very wealthy homes. You have cars, but this girl has actually never stepped into the car. She has never sat. She doesn't know how to drive. The father has a lot of money. Maybe he's in Chikubo. He works and he makes money all the time. The girl has never touched a 50,000 note or 100,000 until she's,
and then there's this guy who comes with 200.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the disconnect.
I like your company. I want to appreciate you. This is
he's coming in a Mercedes Benz, and he's like, let me teach you how to drive. And you're like, oh my God, this guy. Yeah. And these guys know exactly how to tickle, because girls are emotional. They operate something that tickles or makes your emotions higher. If somebody tells you you're beautiful, oh, I like, even it's just as simple as your hair looks nice. Oh my God, so you've made her day. You look nice in that dress. Like you've started. You're on your way to confusing her. So yeah.
But I feel like parents, especially our years, they didn't do enough. I'm going to who is to blame. Let's first blame these parents. We did not do enough to raise a girl child. First of all, you're instilling pressure and fear in me. If you ever get pregnant, I'll just kill you. Can't you just sit me down and tell me if you do this and this with a boy, you end up getting pregnant?
Actually, that means you'll have whatever you're having, and make sure you don't get pregnant. Because that's all that she cares about.
As my dad, my mom, sit me down. I'm getting out of your hands. You're not going to monitor me the way you've been monitoring me for the past how many years I've been under your roof. Now I'm moving out of your house. I'll be in the hostel with a stranger, with people who don't even care about my well-being. Sit me down, give me a week or two, talk to me, number, or you know what? When you sleep with a man and you don't have protection, because you cannot tell whether I'm going to sleep with this man or not. If you don't use that protection, you're going to get pregnant, you will get infected. If a man comes with money, if someone comes and tells you, let's go out, if you can, please don't move out. Concentrate on your studies. Do this. As in, talk to me friendly. Be my friend. But parents of our
that is
era, when someone used to be so.
When your parent is your friend, that's when you'll see your child coming and telling you know what, teacher so and so did this, and he said I shouldn't tell you,
Exactly.
because you're friendly with this child. They feel comfortable. They actually feel so comfortable sharing with you stuff. And trust me, even older ones are like that. But now, actually for us, I think it's because these particular incidents had not yet happened. Like such type of men were not there. Even those who had HIV didn't know they have. And those who knew, maybe they were not that proud, because this is like a whole proud group of young men trying to infect everybody.
Who don't want
So,
to.
what I don't understand is in this era where we feel like information is out there,
Which is not true.
where
Good for your health.
of you trying to be looking for KFC, which will take your life. Good children have phones at an early age of primary school. Yeah. They hold phones. They know what is happening in the world. I don't know why a girl. I think it is pressure. I think it is sometimes maybe lack of, I don't know, for lack of a better word. Sometimes students at university, you can be broke. Yeah. You can be broke that you can reach a point of being grateful for someone who buys you a meal. Yes. And they've been there, honestly. But for me, I would blame this girl at my age. Trust me, just like I told you, no parent sat me down to tell me anything. The scanty information I got was in class, which was not that big. It was always a topic of reproduction of some sort that used to happen in classroom. Now it ended. When that ended, the kind of information you have in your head is what you're using to protect yourself the whole time. But I think it comes back to you, to who you are, who your parents have raised you to be. You're still in school. Now I went to a very strict school for 6 full years for my O level and A level. It was typically serious, strict, church-founded school, Church of Uganda school. Now this particular foundation helped me. I was, getting raised in a family whereby mostly your mom is like your parent through and through, and the person who is your father, who plays your father role, is not your biological father. You still have this gap in your heart that maybe I'm not. I when stuff happens, you be like, if my father was around or about this, if I was able to be in that position to have a father, this would not have happened like that. You understand? But to be honest, that kind of environment groomed me in a certain way that I could not do things just like that. You get confined in your spaces. Even up to now, it has affected me in so many ways. And I believe it has actually done so. For anybody who understands that living in such an environment whereby you don't see your present, like real dad present doing stuff for you, you as a woman need to do things. I look at things as I am a woman, but I can speak to work. Sometimes my stuff is my stuff. Someone will quarrel, why don't you share with me about what you're going through? At some point, I'm like, this is it. This is inscribed in me. It is inside me. So I think it's who we are from home. Yes. When you come reach Kampala, go to a university. Why don't you settle and do one thing at a time? Auntie Gloria, and when you grow up, there are stages that you go through as a girl child to children. Let's agree on one thing. 100%. We are emotional beings as girls. Because one thing I can tell you guys, if my parents didn't put that fear in me and growing up in church, I credit them for one thing. Time yatukanga ndaba to sleep with a man, there is a spirit that is going to possess me. You get? So that was my number one fear. Not to disappoint my parents and to get those bad spirits. Now, they were teaching us in church. Amy, now that particular talk now is not applicable. Yeah, it is not. It's not applicable. You start telling, don't when you sit with a boy, you get pregnant, please. Meanwhile, at senior 2, she has already lost it. As boyfriend the other day when we went swimming. Oh my god. I just looked at her and said, my god. What? Yeah, but turns out Melissa has grown. She actually married a white man. Not Melissa, but my friend. Of yours. Yeah, and Melissa has grown, but she's still this assertive girl and all of that. So I think, like Laura is saying, that there are certain talks that don't work. There are talks that now work as in being open with the child. That yes. I know. Now this is the openness that has to work. Yeah. Now, if that time of our time, yeah, you know they would not hear you with a boyfriend because they would beat you. Well, they would beat you up. What are you doing with a boy? That head will actually get cut off. I know. But nowadays, my dad, when she comes home and tells you, actually, you reach in a certain home and they're like, that's the boyfriend of so and so. He has come to check on her. Yeah. Yeah, it's normal. And she's a secondary school girl. Yeah. And they are seated there doing like holiday work together. They know these things. And trust me, at some point they do these things. But why? Because they have been given this freedom. Like, no, of course, you sit down. No, but it's you see, every generation has a change. There is something different about every generation. That's it applies to our generation, but there's a generation where now you cannot nurture children based on fear or beating or like you can
like Gloria and Pam. I feel like I want to be a traditional mom.
You will not manage now.
I don't want to raise my kids the way I was raised with fear.
Okay.
But I want to sit down my children and I tell them.
That's the openness we're talking about.
If you sleep with a man, you'll get pregnant, your future will not be as clear as you want.
Actually, you first ask them, what do you want to be?
Yeah.
She will tell you, what? Then you're like, now, for you to achieve that, these are the things you have to get away with.
Yeah.
These ones you have to hold on. You're going to enjoy them fully when time comes. Yeah. But when you try to enjoy these ones before you push this particular goal of yours, you're not going to succeed.
Yeah.
Because you're going to end up like this. Do you know what happens when this happened? When you get pregnant,
you get bad.
I think what makes most parents fear it's because they do not know where to draw the line now. Because if I have my daughter and I'm trying to have that conversation, because usually it's a very hard conversation.
Very hard,
how do I start it? But I like the way you started it. Then a parent is like, okay, where do I draw the line between now being a parent of this child and being a friend? So in most cases, they send these kids to the singers and say, go to auntie, let her teach you. Or they tell the auntie, please, my girl, is now becoming a teenager. Please talk to her.
The auntie whom you send your girl to, probably you're not even that friends. I feel like you, as a parent, you have to talk to your own child. I have a friend. When she got her kids the very first time, she was staying with her stepmother. So she did not open up to tell her because this woman was so hard, was so bitter. Let me say she was too bitter towards her. So when she got her period, she was in senior. When she saw the blood, she was like scared. What she did, she went to the bathroom and put whatever. And she told me, you know what, I've seen blood. I was like, yeah, they told us that I think it was in primary 6, 7. They told us time will come, you're going to see blood. So I think it's your time. Just go to dormitory mistress, tell her to give your card.